But tonight we start with a new development in our dishonorable investigation. We've learned multiple defense attorneys and post-conviction investigators are now taking a new look at current and past cases.
They're worried their defendants didn't get a fair shake after seeing the troubling conduct exposed in our reports, and new challenges in those cases could be coming soon. We revealed a judge allowed her staff to mock and ridicule people in her courtroom with cruel and obscene emails and memes. We also found that judge sometimes participated.
Ethics experts tell ABC15 Chief Investigator Dave Biscobing that courtroom conduct raises serious questions about fairness, impartiality, and justice. And those experts say it also calls into question Arizona's system for holding judges accountable.
In Judge Aronotis' courtroom, the emails, memes, and jokes were frequent. A juror privately explaining an embarrassing condition, mocked. A defense attorney's choice of pants, ridiculed. No one was off limits. They were often sent during hearings and trials, and even in death penalty cases.
What's your take on this, just at the top surface level?
Behavior that you normally associate with high schoolers, it really does kind of undermine the integrity of the operation.
Charles J. is a law professor with Indiana University. Ben Edwards is with UNLV.
And when you hear that happening at a state court, which is deciding whether or not people will live or die, it's astonishing. It's horrific. For that to be going on, there had to be an environment and a culture where that was tolerated.
We obtained dozens of examples sent over a year and a half. The judge's bailiff initiating most of the emails and sending them directly to Otis. These experts say it doesn't matter who sent them. The fact that the judge knew, participated, didn't stop it is just as bad.
She also has a duty to make sure that her staff behave in the same way.
Arizona judicial rules say judges shall not permit court staff, court officials, or others subject to the judge's direction and control to manifest bias or prejudice or engage in harassment.
Chrissy, come here. I found a picture.
You have to wonder what was being said and how people were being treated when it wasn't in writing.
We also asked what would happen if something like this was discovered in the middle of a high-profile case like the Jodi Arias or Kyle Rittenhouse trials.
If conduct like this was revealed, during the trial, I think the public reaction would be enormous.
Until our investigation, the conduct in Otis's courtroom was largely hidden from the public. After a clerk complained to her bosses, the Arizona Commission on Judicial Conduct investigated but dismissed the complaint. They gave Otis a private warning letter and scrubbed her name from the final public findings.
If I were sitting in that seat, I'd likely, knowing what I know today, I probably would have made a different decision. But it's hard to sit in judgment of what they did without knowing what they had in front of them.
The commission's work is largely confidential, and they refused our request for more information.
I don't regard this kind of behavior, which seems chronic and pervasive, to be trivial. What routinely does happen is that if the judge leaves the bench, there is a natural tendency to say problem solved. Mm-hmm. And where we're left is this wasn't good, but she's not in a position to do any further harm. And then we'll just sort of throw a warning off.
Otis left the bench during the judicial investigation. The Maricopa County Attorney's Office then hired her as a high-level death penalty prosecutor. We confirmed the Judicial Commission never informed the state bar of the allegations.
And I think it's a good thing that she's off the bench. Are those behaviors so problematic that they reflect on her as a lawyer as well? And I think that's something that deserves an investigation.
I'm investigator Dave Biscobing, ABC15, Arizona.
In advance of our investigation, the Maricopa County Attorney's Office placed Otis on leave. The bailiff resigned her job the day after our story, and both declined to be interviewed. But in a statement, Otis says she took full responsibility for the emails and said she should have stopped and discouraged them. Our ABC15 investigators covering every aspect of the story, and you can find everything Dave's reported so far and his future reports in this series on your favorite streaming device and on abc15.com/dishonorable.